Getting these altcoins before they pump, guys. Markets are going absolutely wild, and we need to talk about what you need to be prepared for in the coming months as we approach the Bitcoin halving. Of course, the first project I'm going to be talking about today, we're jumping right into it as we're at the conference down in Panama, is going to be CeeLo, C-E-L-O. The reason why I want to talk about this today is this is a layer one that's been around for a very long time. And they're just now starting to see over 10x the amount of volume that they've had this entire bear market. And their price has not moved, as you can see on this chart. Now, the reason why we're talking about this, it's not going to be about the project, if I'm obsessed with the developers or the team behind it or anything like that. It's just the fact that we've been in a bear market, or we're in a bear market, for roughly 660 days. And if you haven't entered this market, you're now going to be coming into a moment where there's a ton of hype around different sectors, whether it was artificial intelligence or it was things like render, due to the DePIN category, of course, which is decentralized physical infrastructures. You have to be prepared to understand that we are at a moment in this market where greed is at an all-time high, at least in terms of this bear market. So what I'm watching, guys, right now is if you're not in these projects yet, if you're still sidelined on the market, I would start looking for and analyzing and researching which projects have not pumped yet. CeeLo, C-E-L-O, is again one of those that hasn't moved just yet. I have no affiliation. It's literally just perfect technicals. The other one is going to be Quant, which is QNT. Now, Quant is a project that I honestly love. I'm passionate for. I've studied it for a very long time. Gilbert Verdian, the founder, developed TC307, which is an international standardized organization actually method. It's a system for institutions and banks, which is huge, but it is, again, an enterprise blockchain. It's very centralized. It's a SaaS product. It's a SaaS. It's a software as a service. And while they have pumponomics, that's why I am focusing on this. Again, not because of who's behind it or the connections. We know, guys, that memes are what move markets. We know that marketing is going to what scales a network. That is like Solana. Solana had the most network outages out of any layer one in the last cycle. It still does to probably this day, yet they have one of the largest communities and some of the best marketing. And from Quant's perspective, it may not have the best marketing, but they for sure as heck have a really strong community, and their price has not moved yet. It's still hitting around $100 on that mark. Whether or not my price prediction is that to a $300, $400, $500 metric, as a mid cap, I think it's a perfect opportunity and a perfect project to definitely start looking to accumulate. You do not want to go into the products. Guys, I'm at Singularity's conference right now, AGIX, an amazing AI system. They're looking at decentralized artificial intelligence, essentially. But it is coming into the top of a rally. I mean, you missed out on like a 10 or a 20x. You do not want to come into that giant green candlestick when every creator is now talking about how they called it, how they're up 50, 100, 200%. That's the moment you become exit liquidity because you get something known as FOMO, F-O-M-O. Guys, if you ever see a fear and greed index chart, when it's all the way maxed to the greed, that's generally a time you want to take profits or wait for a position to start dollar cost averaging into these markets again. The third thing, this is bonus content for this video, so make sure if you guys are still here, smash that like button, because I'm going to be telling you what I'm prepared to do towards the Bitcoin halving. Perhaps the greatest day in the entire history of Bitcoin. This is a moment when the rewards get cut in half, and traditionally, you see Bitcoin go on to hit new all-time highs. I am prepared to sell 90% of my trading positions, guys, in this market, as I believe it could end up being a buy the rumor, sell the news event. Now, I'm not bearish. Don't be like, Josh, oh my goodness, what are you doing? That's absolutely crazy. No, I'm treating this just like we treated the spot Bitcoin ETFs on January 10th, where we took out massive profits. I sold on stream with you guys I think it was $5,000 live. We took out tens of thousands of dollars in profits within a Discord and a Telegram chat. We were prepared to see a pullback because everybody was so hyped. And I do believe that this time we are going to see the same exact issues with the ETF filing taking place, asset managers coming in. And I'm prepared to take that profit, especially if Bitcoin is pushing new all-time highs. We're already almost there. We're less than 20% way to the top. We're at like $57,000 Bitcoin. We've watched altcoins go up 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x. And so I'm prepared to take out some decent profits and sideline that capital just in case there's a major pullback after this event. Will it happen? If I miss out on a 10, 15% pump, awesome. I will wait for support and get back in. This is simply just me constantly risk managing as I've been buying the entire bear market. And I hope that helps you guys kind of realize where we're at in these markets. We are hyped up, guys. Influencers are coming in. I promise you guys, at $69,000 Bitcoin, you're going to have so many new influencers coming out on this platform that aren't creators, right? They're just people that maybe maybe they're in gaming, maybe they're in the NFL, maybe they're an athlete, whatever it is, they're going to start talking about their favorite projects, and that's always an indication we're ready for a pullback.